During my last camping trip, I picked up these two prints of paintings by Howard Chandler Christie. This one is from 1945 and it's called Beautiful Dreamer, and it depicts Stephen Foster, I guess, dreaming. And then this one is called Many Days I Have Squandered, painted in 1950. And these are rather nice. They're not signed, they're not dated, they're not numbered, so they're not valuable. As a matter of fact, I got them for free. But they're nice enough to do something with, but not so nice that I have to really worry about them that much. So I've decided I'm going to make a couple frames for them. Now, these are much bigger than we can have in our house, so the frames I'm going to make are not going to be all that terribly impressive. They're just going to be something to basically hold them. I'm not even going to put glass in front. All I'm going to do is make a backer board and put a frame around it. And that is the plan for this project today. I went to the big orange box store and I picked up this piece of this masonite board, and that is going to be the backer board for these two frames. And then I also picked up in the discard pile these 4 pieces of pine. This is probably just not going to be used for this project, but these 3 will. They're kind of rough, but you know what? I spent maybe 75 cents on the 3 of these pieces. I can live with a little bit of rough. Rough. So first step is I'm going to break this down into smaller pieces that I can handle better. And I'm going to do that off camera because I don't have a pleasant way of doing it. I have made these backings and the paintings themselves identical in both of them, so this side will equal that side and vice versa. I decided I'm going to make each piece one at a time and attach it, move to the next one, make it, attach it, and move to the next one. We'll see how that works. Here I am custom fitting each one of the frame parts to the pictures, and I'm trying very hard not to overcut, and I'm going back and forth and just cutting a little bit off, and in the end I really did overcut on every one of these. The frame joints don't look that great, but luckily they're in a place that you really can't tell that much. I probably should have just made a frame and then inserted the backer board into the frame that I made, but live and learn, I guess. Not exactly my best work that I've ever done. There's a couple gaps in here, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just shop furniture in the end. It's not quite the same as making picture frames because you're just edging, and getting it just right is pretty hard. So apparently it's not a skill that I have. Now it's a matter of hanging them, and the project is done. I did not finish this wood because since it's in a wood shop and there's going to be a certain amount of humidity in here and everything, it's going to darken on its own, and it may actually look good over time. For example, this picture frame of the United States dated back to the 1940s is unfinished as well. And look how beautiful this wood has turned over the years. So I'm just going to go with that. Instead of the standard sawtooth hanger, I'm going to just use a regular wire hanger. I got some left over from an older project, so now is a good time to do it. There's probably a lot of picture framers looking at how I'm doing this and say, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. Oh my gosh, I did it upside down. No, I did. Looks good. That's one. And there's the other. Beauteous. Now it's time to hang them. And they're up. I can barely tell where I messed up. I think they look nice addition to my shop, but they look good. Hope you enjoyed the video. Good. Finally, after every woodworking project, you should always count your fingers. You end with 10. Good job.
I think they look good, but my eyes don't work, so what do I know?